Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Justice League Snyder Cut. Now, before we get into it, I just have to say that I'm a big fan of DC Comics. I thought the Justice League was okay. It was nothing to go home about. It's not something I would ever watch again. And knowing what it is, it's not something I would go see. But it was like alright. However, the Snyder cut of it is 100% better. Like, it's not even comparable that they were they're not two different movies. So like from point A to point B, it's essentially the same. Mother Box is awakened, Steppenwolf hears them, he goes there, but it's a different experience. It's kind of like the difference between I don't know if you've played Breath of the Wild, but it's the difference between going directly to the castle and then you're like, what the heck is going on when you first play, versus going out and exploring the world and learning all the memories and stuff. It's a completely different experience from each other. This one is 4 hours and it feels like 4 hours. It is a lot of slow mo. I like it because it feels like a motion picture and not a movie. Like, I know movie means motion picture, but like you could literally pause this at any point in time for the most part, and it is a frame of a one of the boxes in like a comic strip. It very visually pleasing. I'm very desaturated, I've noticed. And they took out a lot of the stupid dialogue. Now, there was one piece of dialogue that I liked, and that was when the Flash was like, "Oh, I can't do this," and then Batman's like, "You need to save these people. Like, just get in and out." Which, looking at the sequence of events in reverse, or like comparing the two, I much prefer the Zack Snyder sequence over that sequence because they just go in and start saving people. It makes a lot more sense. They're superheroes, that's what they do. They're not going to sit around and watch people die. So they save every single person in like the Snyder Cut. That stupid family isn't there. At the end, it's an abandoned place, and they give the Flash a much more important role. Superman, they fixed the stash. They gave Cyborg a great intro. And the really sad thing about this is I know they're not going to continue the Snyderverse. I know a lot of fans are going to want it, and I know a lot of fans aren't going to like what is happening with DC Comics. But yes, J.J. Abrams, of all people, are rebooting Superman. I don't know why. I guess they did not take into consideration Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans when deciding to bring J.J. Abrams on board, because quite frankly, J.J. Abrams is not very well liked amongst fans and super fans in general. And super fans are going to be the ones who drive the narrative for a movie. So like Marvel, not a big fan of Marvel. Like their movies kind of, but Marvel Comics I never liked, except for Spider-Man. Of course, I love the Spider-Man movies. But their fans love those movies, and their fans drive the narrative for those movies. DC fans, Batman v Superman, there's no return from that. But in general, control the narrative for DC movies. And that's why we got the Snyder Cut in the first place. There are just a lot of things because, quite frankly, they were going to fire Zack Snyder during the process. At least that's what they're saying. And then his daughter died, and then he kind of just stepped back anyway. And then you got this awful Josh Whedon version of Zack Snyder's movie, which Zack Snyder says he hasn't seen, which is good for him. Of course, you have Thanos in this one. He plays laid. He's just kind of there. He's just kind of menacing. They made him look weak though. I will. They made him look weak. Um, like when I watch that scene, I see Ares damaging. Uh, I think I said Thanos. I meant to say Darkseid. They made him look really weak. So Ares attacking Darkseid, and then Zeus comes in and like shocks him, and then while he's defending that, then Ares like attacks him. The reason I think that's an impressive feat, that's who took him down, is because Ares killed all the gods. You find that in Wonder Woman, but a lot of people looking at that scene, they're just going to see a carbon copy of Endgame, which is okay because everyone takes from everyone. That being said, it was a good scene. I liked it a lot more than I liked the one in Endgame. Yeah, it's a good movie. I don't know. It's obvious. It's not like it's still the same movie. Like in essence, the same movie. It's a completely different experience. So like if there's nothing you liked about the first one, then you might like find, oh, okay, this one isn't so bad. Again, it is 4 hours long. They were going to release it in episodes. I think that's what Zack Snyder wanted. So you can see there's 6 episodes, and then there's the prologue and the epilogue. Those did not. I don't think it would work as an episode or an episodic tale. I think it works better as the complete movie. The reason he didn't do it in episodes is because he said that there weren't. He didn't want to go through the legal trouble of turning a movie into a TV series, which makes sense. But yeah, I don't know what you would cut out of this except for the slow mo, because you believe me, you will see the slow mo. Also, I like the music in Josh Whedon's version better, and that's one of the only things that I think it did better. Really, was that Wonder Woman has this new theme, and it is quite noticeable. It is quite noticeable. It plays every time she's on screen. It's this opera type thing. There's this one weird scene that was added about these people singing a song to Aquaman, which was I was like, why am I looking at this? It doesn't add anything to it. And taking out certainly does not take anything away from it. And again, a lot of the dialogue was fixed. And these heroes just feel more heroic. Yeah, that's really it. There's not much to say about it other than what has already been said. It's just a good movie. I would give it an 8 out of 10 if I were to give it a score like that. It didn't insist upon itself, which is something that a lot of movies today do. Like yeah, it's what I just said was a Family Guy reference, but like a lot of things do insist upon itself. They give itself more meaning than it actually should. And then the first part, it kind of did that. But towards the second half of the movie, completely fine. Cyborg, they really did my man justice. I did not like the whole Iris West scene. I thought it was kind of weird. Don't know why it was there. I wish I had taken that out. And the Flash is no longer the butt end of every joke, which is great. So yeah, that's it. Hope you liked my review if you even watched it. Or you just had it in the background, because I've been told I have a soothing voice. So yeah, have a wonderful day.